primary 5 2014 math teacher shirt is going on there. And this is why I say that Nigerian mothers, you get to a particular stage and all that is in their head is marriage. They don't really want to know how you're doing at work, nothing. They just want to know, when are you getting married? When are you going into your husband's house? Especially when your siblings start getting married. Take it from me. I don't know if we have a ship name for them yet. Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Aries. If it's your first time watching my video, I create Nollywood and lifestyle content, so if that's your kind of thing, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Today I'm going to be reviewing episode 5 of SGIT's season 7, and jumping right into it, the first thing on my list is to talk about that scene, or not even the scene, the whole concept of introducing Dr. Elijah to Mommy Tiwa. So Mommy Tiwa goes, oh, Tiwa, do you know any doctor? And Tiwa says, yeah, actually no one. And then further down the line, we realize that it is Dr. Elijah. Now, this is why I don't really like that scene. I think that it could have been done in a much better way. The introduction, the concept of introducing him to Mommy Tiwa could have been done in a better way. Tiwa is was a pregnant woman, right? And she literally only just met Dr. Elijah like 2, 3, 4 weeks ago. I don't know what the timeline looks like, but fairly recently. Mind you, remember that she didn't know who he was. She didn't know how he looks, because when she met him last episode, she said to him, like, I'm looking for Dr. Elijah. Can you point me towards his office? And then he said, oh, I'm Dr. Elijah. So we can agree that she did not know who he was before then. Tell me why Mommy Tiwa is looking for a doctor and the first person that comes to your mind is Dr. Elijah. Recency bias, yes, but I'm imagining that she must have had an antenatal doctor. She must have had a doctor prior to, Dr. Elijah. So why is he the first person she feels like, this is the best person for this job? I just think that while I understand they were trying to introduce him, I feel like they could have done that in a much better way. But they did it the way they did it, and now they've done this thing. But honestly, sometimes I feel like we need to think this through and be like, does this actually really make sense? To the next thing. Anyone that has siblings, senior siblings particularly, you do not know what God has done for you. For context, I have 3, 2 sisters and a brother, and then I have a younger sister. So I have like a balance, or like a well-rounded perspective of like having senior siblings and younger siblings. And honestly, I'm so thankful to God for them, because while I have a relationship with my parents, we have a parent and child relationship. We don't have like a best friendship relationship, which is fine, because the relationship I have with my siblings are amazing. I'm able to turn to them, I'm able to talk to them about things I'm going through, and even if I cannot tell every single person, at every single point there's one sibling I can talk to about whatever it is I'm going through. I don't even have a closest sibling, because I share all my issues amongst them, equally. But this is also the this is the enjoyment that Shalewa is enjoying, basically, because she's able to turn to her family members, talk to Tiwa, talk to Mide, without having to involve her mother, who clearly would not understand, because judging by the statement she made, she's thinking about marriage. And this is why I say that Nigerian mothers, you get to a particular stage and all that is in their head is marriage. They don't really want to know how you're doing at work, nothing. They just want to know, when are you getting married? When are you going into your husband's house? Especially when your siblings start getting married. Take it from me that they're asking, or they're telling, if you have a man, we're ready to marry you out. Once your siblings start getting married, it's basically like, you're next. Even if you're 21, how far? What's it? But yeah, Shalewa is clearly going through stuff. Mommy Tiwa can see that. Mommy Tiwa doesn't really understand. And that's why when people say what an elder can see sitting down, a child cannot see at the top of the tree. While that may be true in some cases, I find that sometimes it's really not. And also they give really interesting advice. So when you talk to an older person about stuff and then they advise you, you're like, are you sure that's the best thing I should do? So yeah, I say it again, if you have senior siblings that understand you, that you're able to talk to, or even a senior cousin or a senior friend or mentor that you're able to be honest with, do not know what God has done for you, because in Nigerian parents, no. That's what was Remy Craig doing in that show. That scene, it's given, we promised Yemi Craig's a scene and we don't know what to give him, so let's just give him this one, because that is the most waka scene that they've shown in this whole season. Other than Darren's auditions for her husband, sperm donor, that's in the same bucket. I also think it could have easily been played by anybody else, but it also was maybe Yemi Craig's. Don't get me wrong, I'm not shitting on his bag. I'm happy he got his bag, but I'm just saying that I don't know if that scene was very, very necessary. And also talking about things that are confusing me, or I'm not too sure the point is also Darren's sins. And also, you know, this thing that Darren did where she was like, you know, she wanted to talk. She told Kunle Remy she wants to have a meeting with him. We already know that the meeting is going to be around the whole sperm donor thing because she said it involves money. This is not a place we can talk about it. All of that. They've dropped all the hints. Tell me why Darren then goes to Media and Tiwa's house, sits down deep in thought, and then suddenly jumps up like, oh my God, I just had this brilliant idea. I know who's going to be my sperm donor. Girl, you already knew before you even walked in here. You've already set up a meeting with this person. So what do you mean by, I know, because like, it's not a eureka moment? Or is it that they edited it wrongly? I don't even understand. But yeah, I definitely just didn't think that. Like, you already know. Like, I don't know if I'm the one, but she already knows that. So why is she surprised? Or why is she like, yeah, I don't know. This episode was really light on Tiwa and Mide. Again, like I already said in the past, they're really focusing on Didi and Shalewa, which I appreciate. But yeah, like I definitely see how they are trying to just depict that, you know, when women get pregnant or have kids, they kind of lose themselves. And that's something that, you know, Tiwa is struggling against, because there's a constant battle between being a present mother, being a present wife, and then still having like a career. And also not wanting to miss out on certain milestones in your family, in your child's life. So there's that battle between like, do I ask for help, or do I like receive help that is being offered to me, or do I do it by myself because, you know, I want to have that bond with my child. I don't want to miss out on stuff. And I do really appreciate it that shining light on that, because a lot of women struggle with that balance. A lot of women also feel bad for going back to work because they just feel like, you know, I should be with my child and everything. So yeah, like it's great work there. Next thing, Didi and ADT. First of all, ADT's children are not the sharpest bunch, because this is a clear situation of read the room, guys. No, they're like, Auntie Didi, why are you lying? Who is your auntie? Who is your... Anywho, what are your thoughts on cohabitation or cohabiting with your partner? I feel like guys and girls have differing thoughts most of the time, but for me, mine is really simple. What's my thoughts actually? I used to think that, you know, I didn't mind, I didn't care, I was just cohabiting. But as I've grown older, I've just kind of realized I don't think I would want to do that. Not even I don't believe I'm going to cohabit with my partner. Don't get me wrong, I am all for like spending time with your partner. I'm a big, like my second love language is, love language is quality time. So I really enjoy like spending time with someone I like. I really buy into the idea of like, you know, spending the weekend in your partner's house, or like you're on break, you have like public holiday, bank holiday, you're on leave. I get that, you know, having occasionally like spending the night or spending a period of time with your partner. But to the extent where I move out of my own house, I move into his own house without us getting married, I don't think I'm going to do that. It's even less about like, oh, if he eats from the pot, you know that thing that people say that when he eats from the pot, when he's eating everything, then he won't marry you or whatever. It's even less about that. Also, just because I generally like my space. I used to be like an extrovert before, but now I'm more of an ambivert. Sometimes I'm even introvert self. I don't know. Sometimes I'm even introverted. Anyway, yeah, so like I really like my space, and I even consider and wonder like what's going to happen when it's time for me to actually get married and moving. So the longer I can actually stay in my own space, the better for me. So I do not think I'll be cohabiting. However, I want to know what you guys think. Do you think you will cohabit? Most times guys are like, you know, let's do it, I want to get to know the person I'm marrying. But I think more and more women are realizing that there's really no benefit to cohabiting for us at the moment, so maybe not. But yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Now, Dr. Elijah and Shalewa. First of all, what is it with his shirts? I need the person that is doing this to him to just stand up and be like, yeah, I'm sorry, it was a bad mistake, it was an error in judgment. Because that shirt he was wearing when, you know, Shalewa was on the phone with Tito with the lube in her hand, what was that? What in the primary 5 2014 math teacher shirt is going on there? I get it, he's a pediatrician, he's supposed to look approachable, his shirt is supposed to be colorful, but y'all, there's so many colorful shirts that are actually nice. What's going on? Like even my daddy, okay, you know what, it's fine. The second shirt wasn't that bad, but the first one wasn't my favorite, but it's still not as bad as last episode's shirt, that's for sure. Also, I can never forgive the writers for what they did to my ship Mosha. However, I can get behind Dr. Elijah and Shalewa. I don't know if we have a ship name for them yet. If it's Elisha, or if it's, let's see what other one coming. Eliwa, or Shaleja. What's the ship name? If you're on the Dr. Elijah and Shaliwa ship, what's the ship name? Because she didn't cry this episode. This is the first episode all season that Shaliwa didn't shed a tear. I also know that it's because Muhammad was not present, and according to the mathematicians, the absence of Muhammad is directly proportional to the lack of Shaliwa's tears, which means that presence of Muhammad equals to Shaliwa's tears. And so, as much as I love Muhammad, we shall not want to see him anymore. I don't want to see Muhammad anymore because I am so tired of her crying. My girl was crying. They turned my girl into like an almost widow. She was crying every time. So for once since the season started, Shaliwa did not cry, and I am so thankful to God. It can really like, bruh, if this is what the Elijah is going to do in her life, then I'll get behind it. You know, and to be fair, I really like the way he looks at her. Like, he has this, I don't know, he has this like look of admiration on his face. Everything she does seems to amuse him, and it's just really, really impressive. I just really like it. I feel like I'm a lover of love. So once you give me small love like this, I'm gone. But I really like it. I'm excited to see how that's going to turn out. Yeah, I've seen that people are threatening Dr. Elijah. Like, if he breaks her heart, they will deal with him. Guys, what I need them. Anyway, that's all I have to say about this episode. It was rather short, and so of course my review will be shorter anyway. I think it is picking up. I don't know how many more episodes we have. It's typically normally 12. I checked, it's like between 10 to 12, so we have between 5 to 7 more episodes. Don't forget, I'm a first class electrical engineer, so my brain is working. See all the math equations I've dropped, just 2, but still, yeah. Yes, so we have 5 to 7 more episodes. Let's see how that's going to pick up. And yeah, like, I'm really happy that it's coming together slowly. I don't want HIT to go down without a fight, so I really hope that they put on a good fight. But that's everything I have to say. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe to my channel, please, and I will see you guys in my next video. Thank you so much and have a lovely week. Bye.